shitty people in today's society, you might think of the far right or the far left, depending on what side you look. You might think of Kim Jong Un or the leader of China. I don't know his name, Mr. Winnie the Pooh. But what'd you think of Andrew Tate? I mean, I would think of him as someone who isn't exactly benefiting the gene pool. However, news today came out about him getting owned, and from the person that I would have least expected. From the person I never thought. So as we all know, Greta Thunberg, not exactly the most demanding respect type people. I mean, when you think of people who demand respect, you probably wouldn't think of Greta. However, she made fucking news. I mean, straight up, I was impressed. Now, I am much like everyone. I don't like Greta. She's the type of person who I feel uses over exaggerations in order to prove points that don't really need to be proven. Basically, I think they were not proven, but like points that just don't make any sense. I believe that she's one of those people that just doesn't. She claims to help, but I feel like at the end of the day, she isn't exactly doing anything useful. You know what I mean? But who knows? Anyways, so Greta openly addressed Andrew Tate on Twitter the 27th. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Yeah, so Greta Thunberg posts the banger. Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy.getalife.com. You know, one of those, like, innocent, like, you know, shit you'd see coming from, like, the 12-year-olds, you know. You know, they just learned their first swear word, you know. That's not a banger, all right? I mean, sure, it's a nice gotcha, you know, but however, you wouldn't really think of that as like a much big thing. You'd think, oh, the Andrew Tate cronies will just drown out all the supporters, and like they usually do, and that's pretty much going to be about it. However, there was an interesting development with how Andrew Tate decided to respond to this. He did it in the dumbest fucking way possible. You know, this man claims to be a chess prodigy, but this motherfucker put himself in checkmate. Like, I literally don't know what to tell you. He played right into Greta's hands, right into society's hands, really. Like, put himself on a pedestal for the Romanian police to arrest him on rape charges. I believe they're rape charges. Allegedly, they are rape charges. I can check again real quick. I do have it pulled up here. I just gotta get to the video of it happening. No, I don't want to play that. But if I can find it real quick... Hang on, I'm not paying attention. It was taken into custody, yes. So Andrew Tate was taken into custody, I believe, on rape charges. Rape charges. I think the issue is not the fact that it's obviously rape, and rape is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, that's terrible. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because I don't want to just claim it's rape charges if it's inaccurate. I believe it was rape charges, though. On trafficking case. So it was of... This site sucks. Yeah, so suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. Andrew, what the fuck are you doing? My brother. So yeah, he has gone bye-bye to jail now. He has done goofed. There's not really much he can do other than just hope that the people in Romania don't know who he is, so they don't use his butthole communally. Hopefully they don't. But if they do, I don't think anyone would really complain all that much. But I think the big thing here is that that's a big win for people who have been affected negatively by Andrew Tate's lies and deceits. The problem with Andrew Tate is that he is a liar, a pathological liar. Not to mention he has deep insecurity issues, which he then passes off to other people as being good and acceptable in today's society. The whole "I get bitches" thing is nothing more than just him being insecure and unable to find a real relationship because he's afraid of getting hurt again. I mean, I know that might be hard for some people to hear, but that's pretty much exactly what's going on. He is just afraid to be hurt. And I get it. Everyone's afraid to be hurt. I'm afraid to be hurt. That's why I'm not in a relationship right now. However, when you pass it off as just you being super cool, the issue then becomes how long until someone takes this to heart, and now people are going out there not having relationships and all that stuff, and then that does negatively affect people. Not everyone's keen on just getting bitches. Not everyone can just get bitches. That's not a big issue. I cannot get bitches. Like, I will not be going out there and just fucking every girl I see, and that's okay. Unfortunately, Andrew Tate, like, mind controlled or some shit. I mean, not really mind controlled, because there's not really much to control. I mean, nowadays people just believe the first good thing they hear on the internet, regardless of what it is. I could say, oh yeah, Martians have come and they're here to tickle everyone's buttholes, and I bet about 10 people, would 10 people would believe me, and out of those 10 people, 9 of them would be little kids. I mean, I hope they wouldn't want their butthole tickled, but you get my point. I think the issue we have here is that Andrew Tate just was never a good guy. He never was a responsible influencer, if you understand what I mean. I'm not saying you need to be a responsible, over the top, great influencer guy. I mean, you can be a complete asshole and be an influencer. However, I think to a certain degree you got to understand that there are people that will look up to you, and some pretty fucking desperate people. So when you fill the minds of saying, hey, women are awful, you should fuck them, instead of and calling them property. Yeah, that's a nice look for you, Andrew Tate. However, he believes it because he's so fucking desperate, and because he's lonely in life, and he has no one in his life. He never had anyone growing up, and if he did, god damn it, did they really hurt him. I mean, my breakup was bad, but holy fuck, I sleep better at night knowing now that I didn't turn into this fucking goon. But yeah, so he made a response. It was a pretty weak response, especially for the 10-hour wait it took to get a response back, which we knew was going to happen, obviously. The king was not going to, the top G was not going to let a woman respond to him and fuck up his day. No. No way a woman was going to bring down the top G. But that's exactly what happened. In fact, his response was so fucking weak. It is still up on Twitter if you want to go see it now. It is the weakest shit ever. It is literally a I know what you are, but I know you are, but what am I? Weakest shit I think I've ever seen before. Like I mean thoroughly. I say that full well being embarrassed for him. I mean, I just I don't know what to say. It really hurts me knowing that this man was like, oh yeah, I will never let anyone clown on me, and then gets fucking clowned on by the person that he's clowned on the most on the fucking internet, other than maybe that vegan teacher. I mean, how are you gonna be clowned on like that and then make a response that ultimately would lead you to be arrested? You see, the point was that the Romanian police, or at least from what I read and understood, were that they were looking for him for a while. So he was not a public figure within Romania. He wasn't exactly the most liked under the public eye, especially, according to the law. So what does he do? Well, he posts a picture of himself, with hard evidence that he is in Romania by posting a pizza box that was from Romania, like that is Romanian made, from a Romanian pizza place. Yeah, so they had proof that he was there and found him pretty quickly. I mean, it's a giant fucking villa, and he's not hard to find. So what does that mean for old pal Tate? Yeah, the police were knocking on his door, and he got arrested today. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Great job. But I love that. And what's even better, I will always remember this, and I will hold this against him till the day he fucking dies. He says, and I quote, "If anyone wants me, they won't be able to. Because I have so many passports that if they need me, I'll just fly a passport. What are they going to do, block them all? Well, my brother, you didn't even get to the airport before they got you. Like my brother in Christ. You didn't get very far." And it's just funny. It's funny to me how he talked all this big game, but then instead of being named by someone else, he named it himself. Hook, line, sinker, literally moved his fucking king in front of Greta's queen. He fucked himself. And I will remember that forever. Now, I was talking to a friend about it, and I think the funniest thing is that he was like, "Oh yeah, I still respect Andrew Tate." I'm like, "Brother, how do you respect Andrew Tate? My brother in Christ, how do you respect Andrew Tate?" I don't think I've ever had any ounce of respect for him. Now, some might say, "Oh, you're not giving him a fair chance. You're not giving him a fair chance." And it's like, why would you give someone a fair chance to someone that you know you're not going to like? Like, if I know I'm not going to like you, I'm not going to sit there with my dick in my hand and say, "Oh yeah, tell me all about your shit product that I know I'm already going to not like." Like, no, I'm going to look at you and say, "Yeah, your product sucks. I don't like you. Leave me alone." And I also would love to think that Andrew Tate is sitting there thinking, "Oh yeah, I did everything I could." But I'd also love to realize the fact that maybe he's sitting there like, "Oh man, I fucked up. Like I'm stupid." And I think the biggest dub is that this hits all of his cronies. Everyone that sat there defended him, hook, line, sinker, saying, "Oh, he's smarter than you. He makes more." An argument that I love to see is that, "Oh yeah, he makes more than you." Like, you're not cool. He makes more than you. So he's better than you. It's like, brother, that don't mean shit when you're in prison. Like, I don't care how much money I make. I can't see any of it if I'm in fucking prison. But at the end of the day, Andrew Tate nated himself. At the end of the day, Andrew Tate is just a stupid little boy with insecurities that will never understand how he affects other people and how his line of thinking is pathetic. And I think I will always live, and I think I will always have fun knowing that. But anyways, that's about it. Just want to let y'all know that Andrew Tate is now in prison. He is now in Romanian custody. Hopefully he goes back to Britain where he can get clowned on some more, as people in Romania probably don't care that much about him. However, I hope that when he comes back, if he ever comes back to the United Kingdom, or like Britain, where he's from, or I don't know, anywhere else, it'd be kind of funny. And I just love to watch all the people still try to defend him mercilessly and fail miserably because, well, no one really cares about him anymore. He's just being clowned on now. He's just being absolutely dicked over, bent over, and fucked. It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you all so much for watching. If y'all liked it, please leave a like. Hopefully Andrew Tate, if he is guilty of all the crimes he's committed or that he's being accused of, such as rape and human trafficking, hopefully he rots behind bars. However, if he is innocent, hopefully he gets justice. Hopefully there is some justice, whether it be him going to prison or him being freed after being wrongfully accused. Who knows? I don't care. Either way, no matter who you are, I will always believe in the side of justice. So if he's innocent, hopefully he doesn't go to jail. However, if he isn't innocent and he's guilty, I hope that he rots in prison because there's some pretty heavy allegations to be levied against you, especially human trafficking. That one's fucked. I mean, so is rape, obviously, but human trafficking is a whole another can of worms. But anyways, stay awesome, stay fresh, stay you guys. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.